Heading out for the rollers, sipping whiskey from the solo, me sober. Always had a chick, guess it's more so about her. I'm always too on, you'll never see me sober.
And Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston where the Celtics will square off. You're looking at your team and how you're playing in these early stages of the season. What are some of the things you're looking for? What are some of the compass signs you've got to read here?
Well, you're hoping to see tendency. You're hoping to see the culture, which means that your guys are getting to the gym early, that they're practicing, that what you tell them is shoot around, they're paying attention to during the game, that it follows through. A lot of it is more than X's and O's. It's about that culture, that winning culture, where you're doing all the little things. So you want to make sure that everyone is all dialed in, that they're sacrificing, that the team is the most important thing to them in the season. And you can tell that every day by how they practice, their routines, and then their effort on the court.
So sometimes early on it's more than just the wins and losses. That can be a little deceiving?
Yeah, definitely. The wins and losses are deceiving. Throw those out the window, because if you're building wins on bad habits, if you're building that castle on sand, so to speak, you're going to get knocked down when you get to play against a really good player. You're just kind of building up extra confidence, thinking of yourself more than you ought to. So I had a great coach always tell me that if you worry about the process, the wins and losses will come. If you worry about the wins and losses, you totally lose control of the process, and all heck can break loose.
Our environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Now here's Anthony. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Yep, that. Here's Tatum. They grab their own miss. Tries again. And Morris with the lay-in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Felton. A second chance effort. Adams right side. And he
earned his money on that foul.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of...
You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it
go. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys... Then there's Felton. Then there's Grant. And it's Abrinas in the 2-guard spot. Felton. A different look for Oklahoma City. Anthony comes in for Adams. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Raymond Felton. Here's Abrinas. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Taken away by Anthony. Abrinas kicks to Grant. Nails the 16-footer. Grant's got the lead up to 7 now.
I think it definitely could make a comeback because of the players that we've seen enter into this game, like Cat and Davis and Embiid. But I also think that, you know, the game has grown because we've had to see players like Larry Bird on the post extend his game to three-point area. We got to see Akeem Olajuwon. Well, the one thing you notice about the Celtics, they look for players with a chip on their shoulder. And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
Here's Roberson. Here's Anthony. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game. And now the start of the second half. Neither side. Irving's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board. And here's the fast break. Here's...
Watch out. Watch out. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And, of course, NBA players have all reached this pinnacle through dedication, through very hard work. Chris, can you talk about the hard work and effort that goes into playing and success?
When your friends are at the movies, you're on the basketball court. When your friends are hanging out at a party, you're at the basketball court. When your friends and his family on vacation, you're at the basketball court. I don't think many people understand the dedication. You know, for many guys, it's more than 4 hours a day in the gym. And a lot of that is just sitting in the gym, just smelling the gym. You know, of course you're going to work out, of course you're going to shoot, but it's everything basketball. You know, on my wall I had Dominique, Magic, Bird. I had all these guys, Isaiah. You know, I remember Kenny Smith after his dunk contest, he stood at the free throw line and threw the ball between his legs, threw it off the backboard and dunked. I went in the backyard in Detroit, shoveled the stair, but still a very impressive start to this half after connecting on 3 straight field goals.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Here's Irving, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, it's sad when you're aggressive enough to draw the fouls, but just not enough touch to cash in at the line.
Just 5 on the clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, Chris, you can't shortchange this roster, but their coach, Brad Stevens, one of the best in the game. They're leading by 6. Westbrook kicks to Grant. Here's Anthony. Makes it off the glass.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Westbrook passes to Grant. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Grant's got 5 now.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. To the inside. Adams' shot is good.
From the paint.
Here's Irving. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Thunder. Dishes to Robertson. Count it. Alex Abrinas.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
An incredible reverse throw. Celtics trade for Kyrie Irving, sending shockwaves back in August. Never before had a pair of 25-point-per-game scorers swap teams in the offseason. That's what you call a blockbuster.
Robertson dishes to Adams. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And no doubt Irving and IT, both elite offensive weapons. But Irving, 6 inches taller, perhaps more defensive upside, and 3 years younger. The Celtics feel he fits their
4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They get a hand on it. Stolen by George. Here's Westbrook.
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Attack the rim.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He was pretty clear-cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
Thank you, David. Westbrook passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Here's Robertson. That's it.
Fucking legend, it's so great. For my city, I'm the realest one that's reppin'. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always reppin'. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know I been the coast's greatest blessing.